Coming to you from the biggest little city, the guys, Zach, Trevor, and Chuck, lock in to bring you your weekly fix of beer reviews, killer sports takes, sidebars, and all the fandom you can handle. Welcome to Balls and Brews.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, Downey.
Cheers, everybody at home.
Cheers
driving
to you.
in them cars.
Money as well.
Don't be drinking. Wow. Let me start this one off, Charlie, before we tell you what we're actually drinking. You might be able to tell by Charlie's can or by bottle. But here's what I saw. I saw white berry, white chocolate ice cream. And the can looks like this. Yeah, I don't know if you can quite see it. It's cool can.
Check it out. It'll be up on X and Instagram.
So I'm thinking, oh, man, that kind of sounds like a pretty sweet fucking stout is what I thought. Didn't just grab it right off the shelf. I've been drinking a little bit that day. Grabbed it right off the shelf, got in the car, or I got to the register and swung it, and it is a whipped style fruited sour ale.
Yep.
It's actually really good, Chuck. You can go with the rest of it all. I just want to give the story how I picked it off the shelf.
So you're giving it a good review. You like it?
It's pretty tasty, man. And I
it's like a melted strawberry.
I like the body on it.
Okay.
Like it's kind of like a milkshake.
It is absolutely. It tastes like a melted strawberry milkshake. It is sour too.
Not as sour as some. I think it's really good. Like really good.
4.3. Las Vegas, Nevada. So state boys.
Maybe if we do finish that porter, maybe we just drink the second one of these.
Like, I mean, that could happen. It's only 4.3. You're not wanting
it's tasty, man.
To drop into the 8%ers.
It's tasty. I'm pretty pleased with it, Chuck, honestly.
Good.
Can's badass.
Let me ask you, out of the flavors that they profiled, what do you taste? I definitely get some white chocolate.
I get the white chocolate.
I get strawberry, not so much wild berry.
Yes.
I don't know what is defined as wild berry, but there are strawberries on the can.
It's massively a strawberry.
Yeah. So wild berries just probably means blueberry. The trinity was that blueberry, blackberry, raspberry, or strawberry, blueberry, blackberry. Something like that. That's what it looks like on the can.
Because you get like the white chocolate at the end.
You do. You very much get a white chocolate.
It's the fruit up front. That fruit wasn't as strawberry. It wasn't as strawberry-esque. That was a little bit different on that one.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely let it sit and open up for a little bit as we go. Yeah, I mentioned 4.3, so easy drinker.
I might need 2 of these to start before we go to the porter. Mine's going to be done.
You chugging it over there?
It's tasty.
It's tasty, man. Good review. We like that.
Anything new to eat or drink, Charlie?
Oh, man.
Oh, Merry Christmas, everybody, too.
Yes, belated, as it were. So I hope you had a good holiday with you and yours and, whatever you guys did. I hope that you guys had yourselves a Merry Christmas.
It was a good one.
Excellent.
When the kids are happy, that's always the best.
That's what you're aiming for.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Food, drink-wise, man, I just, once again, been staying in my kitchen. I did go down to Pizza Baron last night, met up with Big J, Kai, and 2x4, so that was cool. Shout out to you. I had some pie and some wings, dude. Classic. Sneaky good, man. Pizza Baron is sneaky good. Like,
it has been for years.
Yeah, you look at it and you're like, okay, this is gonna be pretty run of the, and then you just keep eating it, and it just kind of gets better as you go along. It's like, wow, sometimes I get cravings for them now, which is good because I'm coming to collect. We won again today. Anyway, nothing really new and I'm not really drinking. So if I did have some leftover pod beer with my dad on Christmas, but nothing new.
Yeah, I don't think I had anything new. Drink some Guinness, drink some Celsius.
The Easies.
Yeah. Had a bottle of wine.
Nice.
Titus. I don't remember exactly what it was. We had that on Christmas. But yeah, just keeping it easy. Had a Num Num double, or a Num Num pink can.
Num and Number?
Yeah. Other than that, just, eating at home.
Nice. That's the best way. It's expensive out there, you guys. It's expensive out there.
But did some football watching this weekend, which we'll get to. But first, we want to talk about Kyle Whittingham. So he didn't get hired from Utah.
Okay.
To University
of Michigan.
So
breaking news, as it were, after the whole Shamar,
still crazy as fuck.
Shamar Moore, however the fuck you say his name. I'm sorry.
Moore got canned. So now they're looking for a new coach,
right?
And everybody's been hired,
right? No, yeah, the hiring cycle, they missed it for sure.
About 2 weeks ago, Kyle Whittingham from Utah steps down, and now he gets hired at Michigan. Charlie, what are we looking like? on that, but I don't know who else you were going to go get. So I don't know if it's a good hire or a bad hire. I mean, their defense is good, but when has Kyle Whittingham had a good offense at fucking
never.
Utah?
Well, but Utah just historically doesn't. So, I mean, I don't know if you put that just directly on his shoulders. I mean, he can recently. Okay, so 5-year, $8 million average, 75% guaranteed.
He says it's his last hurrah, basically.
Of course it is. That's a giant jump, dude. From Utah to Michigan, that's a leap. The expectations change immediately.
Well, because Kyle Dillingham at Arizona State? He gets a 5-year extension when they started looking at him. I don't know who else there was to hire, honestly. I don't know if it was the right move to go get this guy. I don't know if you should have stayed with the dude you had. Well, just stay with. Oh,
stay in-house, bring up like
just
the assistant
coach
just
the guy
something.
For a year to settle. Because you have a mess throughout your whole athletic area at Michigan. You have a mess. You had Juwan Howard. You had the Juwan Howard shit. Now you got this going. It's not pretty at University of Michigan, so I don't know if this is just a reach to go get somebody.
What happened with Juwan Howard? Am I forgetting?
He got fired too recently from Michigan, and there was some recruiting allegations and all that stuff. So,
man, that's a bad look. That's a homegrown boy.
So Michigan's athletic department needs a new go.
Everything.
So I don't know. I don't know if Whittingham is the right coach, honestly.
I can see why they made the move given the market and who they had available and where they were at the point in the season and the identity that they want to bring to that school. He brings that identity, that defensive, kind of win it at the line of scrimmage kind of thing. He's not going to recruit you a good quarterback. He's not going to develop Underwood. If you had high hopes for this kid, I would kind of table that because he's not known as the quarterback whisperer. I mean, Cam Rising spent 14 years there and didn't get anything done.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's going into the college weekend as you're the University of Michigan and you're looking for a coach because of all this upheaval. It's not a good look. Not a good look. But let's jump into what the kind of the games we got going on. So starting on Wednesday is the 31st, right?
That sure is. New Year's Eve.
Yes. Yeah. Miami. It says it's not at Ohio. They're playing actually at the Cotton.
Correct. Yep.
But Miami versus Ohio State. We touched on these games last week. We're just me and Chuck will pick them real quick because we're going through. But I think Ohio State wins, and I think they're big win big.
I do too. I think that it might stay tight a little bit at first until OSU really figures out that defense because that defense is good. And
the defense
if they can harass Sayan, they can change this script. They can. I don't think that happens, and I think that Sayan settles down somewhere mid-second, and then just after that turns on.
Yeah, because Indiana got after Ohio State's quarterback and running back, so we'll see what the defensive line with Bain and those guys can do.
They got to do it. That's where that's going to be, and then Fletcher's got to run his fucking ass off, too.
Yeah, because that the Ohio State defense line is coming after Beck. Beck got hit a lot against Texas A&M. You're facing a way better.
Smelling blood in the water for sure.
You're facing a way better pass rush against this Ohio State team than you did against Texas A&M.
Interesting. I wonder how they get this consistency. It's so odd. It bubbles. It's bubbling.
It's like milk almost. I thought.
Yeah,
that too.
It literally is. So there's got to be lactose in this fucking thing. Zombie whipped. It's got to be. Yeah, but. Check it out if you're into. It's not very sour, but it is very. It's tasty.
It's
for
really
sure.
good.
Okay, good.
Next game is when we wake up in the morning at 9 a.m. here on the West Coast.
The Westies.
Oregon at Texas Tech, which it's not really at, but you're at the Orange Bowl here. I think you took Oregon. I took Texas Tech.
I did.
I think it's gonna be a close game. It could be the best game. And 2 years ago, the 9 o'clock game was the best game. And this could be the exact same thing with how this goes down. I think this is matching up to be the best game of the weekend. I think.
Sure. No, I mean it looks pretty good. We'll see what Dante Moore's got to offer. That Texas Tech front. You want to talk about a defensive line that can trash some offensive playbooks. So that's what that game's going to come down to as well.
Huge game, I think, in conference wise too. With your Big 10 versus your Big 12. Texas Tech wins here. Oh, shit, look at the Big 12's got a team in the final,
4.
You know, it's getting a little bit of money to the Big 12.
Okay.
So I think it's a big conference game for them too. Next game of the 1 o'clock game could be another great game, or it could be a shellacking. Alabama at Indiana, Rose Bowl.
I think that game's going to be sneaky good, dude. I
do
really
too.
do. I mean,
well, you're going to get the Alabama from the middle of the second quarter on, or you're going to get the Alabama the whole first quarter.
Yeah, I
and
don't
parts
know.
of the
That
first,
is true.
You know,
that
because
is
they
true.
got they were in dog
They were getting
shit.
handled. Yeah,
17 and not looking good.
I know. And then they started looking good. So
You get down 17-0 to Indiana. I don't know if you're coming back from that.
That's a different defense you're playing. OU's defense versus IU's defense is not even comparable. So
A different offense you're playing too. The firepower of the offense too.
Fernando. With the Giants up 14-0 right now, huh? Don't be stupid and come back and win this game.
All right. Last game of and these are all on the first. These 3 are on the first. Oregon, Texas Tech, Alabama, Indiana, and then finish the night. Ole Miss and Georgia playing, and
That's
the
a good
Sugar
matchup.
Bowl.
I wish Lane Kiffin was here to
I do
coach
too.
it for that team, though, because it takes away a little bit of that element.
Georgia's playing at fucking home.
Basically, right? It's in the Mercedes Dome, right there in Atlanta.
The Sugar Bowl isn't that Atlanta?
I think so. I want to say that is Atlanta. So yeah, they're basically at home. They're miles away. You're going to be 90% Bulldog fans for sure.
Yeah, how isn't Oregon and Texas Tech playing in the Rose Bowl? And why isn't Alabama and Indiana playing in the Orange Bowl?
I bet you there's some shit out there that explains all that, but we're not going to go over
that's the slate for college football next week. During the week, my house 9 o'clock. Josh will be there, just like we've been doing the last couple of years.
As I'll tell Trev. I'm all for that.
But yeah, we're gonna we sit down and have some breakfast and watch college football for the whole day.
It's pretty great.
See how many Guinnesses that can go through. Well, we don't really have much of anything else for anything really, so we're gonna do actually 2 segments of football.
Baseball's been a little cold. Basketball, the only thing that's really to report in basketball is let the Spurs cook, dude.
Yeah.
But
then they lose to the Jazz.
I know, but they match up so well against the OKC Thunder, body for body, like guard for guard, speed for speed. And, then you go and blow a game against Utah. That's the NBA. But that's why there's 7-game series in the playoffs, because traditionally the better team will be able to get, more.
So let's talk about Pro Bowl, okay?
Pro Bowl.
I want to preference this. I think
6.
that when you get voted onto this roster,
Okay.
that is awesome. It's great. We should celebrate it.
Awesome, great, celebrate.
When Josh Allen doesn't play because he's in the Super Bowl, or the quarterback doesn't play because they're in the Super Bowl, and you bring up like Derek Carr got to play the 1 year.
Sure,
that
always
doesn't
happens.
he doesn't get Pro Bowl next to his name in the stats. This is the
It's-
Pro Bowl roster.
Right? No, I know. You get technically. They do call it a pro. Yeah, they say you
Yes.
got it because they'll originally say you're the alternate or whatever because
Right, because there's going to be
But-
3 quarterbacks we're going to talk about in each one. So all those guys should be Pro Bowl guys.
Right.
If one
Not
of them
a
can't play,
replacement guy. I understand.
You can get the money from doing the Pro Bowl stuff like part of your contract.
Sure.
But you don't get at the end of your career. You don't get
8-time
8
Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Or I get you. No, it's because you technically didn't. You made the Pro Bowl by default. Yeah,
Not
or like
as
like a
the
back end.
Yeah, you top 3 can make it.
Okay. All right. I'm not against that ideology.
All right, so quarterbacks in the AFC pretty well know who they're going to be. Josh Allen with Buffalo, Herbert with the Chargers, and May with the Patriots. No argument for me there.
All clean right there. They all deserve it this year.
Running backs, Devon A-Chain with the Dolphins
Yeah.
gets in. James Cook
Beast.
gets in, and Jonathan Taylor.
Good for Cook. Yeah,
Cook-
Taylor without a shadow of a doubt.
Cook's leading the league. Well, Taylor's fallen off.
He kind of has.
He has had a rough back half.
That's true. That whole team has. But yeah.
Wide receivers, Jamar Chase with Cincy, Nico Collins with Houston, Zay Flowers with Baltimore, and Sutton with the Broncos. Courtland Sutton.
Kind of weak. That's
one
a
I
kind of
would-
weak lineup.
the one
because
I would
Jamar Chase
argue
didn't have that great of a year.
would be Zay Flowers. I don't think he had even close to that good of a year.
Yeah.
I don't know necessarily who I'm putting in over.
Jamar Chase hasn't scored in like 6 weeks until today. It was insane. Like he cooled off so drastically. Like I don't know if I'm scared of really any of those guys right now.
Tight end is even. I have one real bicker about the tight end. Brock Bowers, obviously, and then Kelsey's in, but he's the most vote getter. And that's because of the Swifties.
Sure.
He hasn't had a very good year at all.
He doesn't deserve to be a Pro Bowler, as it were, in the sense of like that's not all-star. Like, this is where voting in a way is also irritating because
the writers should be doing more of it than
you can manipulate it. If you know,
I had one more bicker. There's a fullback position.
Yeah,
that should just be an extra running back.
I understand. Understand, unless there's a fullback that truly fucking deserves it. But who is it? Is he
Patrick Ricard from Baltimore? Because he's the only one that is there.
Yeah.
Offensive tackle. So you got another bitch here. Joe Alt for the Chargers. Garrett Boyles for the Broncos. Deion Dawkins for the Bills. How is Joe Alt?
I don't know. He's been hurt forever, right? He's only played like 6 games.
Yeah. How is he? So I don't like that. Offensive guard, Quentin Mazur from the Broncos, Quentin Nelson from the Colts, and Trey Smith from the Chiefs. That's probably all.
See, you know what ends up happening on linemen a lot of times?
The name.
Exactly. They have 1 or 2 good years where they truly deserve Pro Bowls and even all pros sometimes, right? And then they ride that. It's just like, oh, I remember Quentin Nelson from 5 years ago. He's probably still a Pro Bowler. Vote for him, right? Because I don't know any of these other dudes, even though they could absolutely be outballing Quentin Nelson.
Center Creed Humphrey and Tyler Lindenbaum for the Ravens.
Yep.
Creed Humphrey for the Chiefs. Defensive end, Will Anderson, Max Crosby, and Myles Garrett.
Yeah, come on.
Interior linemen, Zach Allen, Chris Jones, and Jeffrey Simmons.
Yeah.
Linebackers, Nick Benito, Tula Tipo from the Chargers, and TJ Watt.
I don't know about the Watt one. He's been hurt a lot this year too. I feel like there could have been.
Yeah, because he had to strong start.
That's right, but that's a name vote. Middle linebacker Azil Shahir, the crazy hitter or illegal hitter. He's got so many penalties. Al-Shahir.
Yeah. Roquan Smith for the Ravens. Cornerback Chris Gonzalez, Derek Stingley Jr., Surtain, and Denzel Ward, all just elite as fuck.
Yeah, that's a great cornerback room, dude. I'd like to see practices with those guys.
Free safety Jalen Ramsey from moving over.
Okay.
Strong safety Kyle Hamilton and Derwin James.
Yep.
Long snacker.
I'm that long snacker, son.
Ross Machecki from the Jaguars. Jordan Stout is a punter from the Ravens. Place kicker Cameron Dicker from the Chargers. Return specialist. Samir Dyke from the Titans. And Ben Soronki from Pittsburgh.
DK.
I have no idea.
Okay.
NFC roster.
Overall, I think the AFC got most of it right. Some of those are names. Like, I don't know if Patrick Queen really deserves to be, and Al-Shahir as well.
Patrick Queen, it was Roquan does.
Oh, yeah, Roquan Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Well, yeah.
I thought the defensive side was better than the offensive side.
Agreed.
NFC roster, Matt Stafford, obviously. Sam Darnold, Dak Prescott. I don't know if there's anybody. I think that's a 3 pretty good knock right there, too.
Yeah. I mean, I'm probably taking AFC quarterbacks, though, in totality with J.A. Herbert and May. Yeah, I'm taking that room for sure.
Oh, yeah, me too. But I think they got the room right.
In the NFC? Okay. Yeah, well, are they, because Jalen Hurts didn't get the nod, then, is what that means, over Dak? Because Cowboy fans are probably a little bit more.
I think Dak's had a better year, too.
I agree.
Running backs, Jamar Gibbs, Christian McCaffrey, and Bijan. Probably not really an argument here.
Jameer Gibbs, CMC, and who?
Bijan.
Oh, yeah, fuck. Dude, that's killers. I mean, how do you stop that?
Fullback is Kyle Juszczyk, makes another Pro Bowl.
Like, come on, dude. That's the default for the NFC. He's going in like his 6th or 7th
Put another running back in, and then let's call it good.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Wide receiver, Puka Nacua, JSN, George Pickens, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. All just...
Pickens over CD. I like that. He did have a better year. He did.
I'm not taking him in the long run.
He was healthier. Right. Attitude problems. And then Amon-Ra, that's another. That guy is so impressive to watch play the game of football, between just his route running, his footwork, his catching. Like, he's surprisingly strong. He's a son of a bodybuilder, of a Mr. fucking Universe, dude. His dad was a fucking stud back in his day, dude. He's got great genes. Like,
genes.
Yeah.
Tight end Trey McBride just broke the
stud. I hate that he's a Cardinal, but goddamn is he good.
George Kittle with the Niners.
See, that's a name vote. He's good when he's healthy, but I think he's only played like 7 or 8 games this year. That's another one where it's like there's got to be another guy who's more consistent in the NFC.
Offensive tackle, Penei Sewell, Tristan Wirfs, and Trent Williams.
Oh, my Lord. Yeah, those might be the 3 best left tackles in the game right now.
Offensive guard, Tyler Smith, Joe Tooney, and Chris Linderbaum.
Okay.
Center, Drew Dahlman and Cam Jurgens.
Yep. I can't argue with either of those.
Did you notice that 2 of those between the guards and the centers were on the Bears with Joe Tooney got traded and Drew Dahlman? That's
good. That's a huge reason for their success and keeping Caleb clean.
Defensive ends, Adrian Hutchinson, Micah Parsons, and DeMarcus Lawrence.
What up, D-Law? Dude, shout out to him, bro, because he bet on himself, and he came to Seattle when he could have nest egged in fucking Dallas, and he came out, and he's made a big difference. D-Law, you have been a stud this season. This drink's for you, bro.
I think that the first name I'm going to read is the wrong player from the team. Jalen Carter from the Eagles, Leonard Williams from the Seahawks, and Quentin Williams from the Cowboys. I think it should be Jordan Davis, not Carter. I think Carter got just a name vote. He's been kind of off and on all year, and Jordan Davis has been there all year.
Byron Murphy has had better years. 7 sacks. He's got 4 more sacks, more QB pressures, more tackles for losses. Like, there does come a time where, like, there are snubs based off of voting, and that's rough.
Yeah, because I think Jordan Davis has been more of a corner piece of that defensive line this year.
He's so intimidating.
Now he's find his like spot with his athleticism. You know.
Yeah.
Outside linebackers: Brian Burns, Jared Verse, and Byron Young. The Rams have 2 because they're impressive as fuck. Inside or middle linebackers, you get Jack Campbell and Zach Braun.
Yeah, those are easy.
Cornerbacks, you get 2. J.C. Horn and Devin Witherspoon because I don't know why there's only 2 cornerbacks in the.
Devin Witherspoon, and he's a slot. He's not even a outside.
Yeah, because free safety, there's only 1. In the NFC, there's multiple free safeties. That's why. Free safety, Kevin Bernard and Antonio Winfield. So you get 2 free safeties instead of 3 in 1. Strong safety, Budda Baker. Long snapper, John Weeks of the Niners.
Yeah, it's strong safety votes out. Like, Budda is just, I know he's still feisty, but there's got to be somebody better, right? Like, at this point, like, Budda's on the back end of his career.
I don't know. He's still playing pretty good. Oh. Punter, Trey Way for Washington. Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboys is the place kicker. Return specialist, Rashid Zahid. And special teamer is Luke Gifford from the Niners.
Luke Gifford. Okay, so, I mean, overall, some good guys made it there, obviously. I think some of it, you just hear it and you're just like, I don't know if these people voting are watching ball. Like, you know, even Devin Witherspoon is a fucking great corner, but I'm very surprised that he made the Pro Bowl. He's had a good year this year, but, you know, down in sacks, like, good in pass breakups. Great open field tackler. Had a big one today. Anyway, I'm not shitting on you, Spoon. You're the man.
All right, Charlie, let's get into your ex-player.
My ex-player?
DK Metcalf.
Thank God, dude. Thank God you can say ex-player in that.
Goes over to the stands.
We have not reported about this.
Grabs a fan and then swipes at him.
Is this a throwback common sense? Is this also instant shit list material?
It's close.
It's dude.
Then his camp comes out and says that the guy called him basically the N-word and said derogatory stuff about his mom.
Right.
When that came out, I was like, oh man, I really, you know, that would obviously make him go over there. But as I was watching the video, nobody around the guy is like, oh my God, did you just hear what he said?
That's true.
And all the security that was right there was just like watching DK walk over. If words would have been said like that, they all would have been like, dude, that guy said something. You got to get him out.
Somebody would have heard fucking something.
Nobody said anything.
Right.
So then DK gets a 2 games suspension.
Right.
He forfeits all this money and has a chance of forfeit $45 million, Chuck.
Yeah, dude. That big shiny contract that he got after he got traded
could be gone.
Just almost immediately got voided. Yeah, he lost the suspension fight, and he could very well lose the contract fight.
You lost today.
And they lost today.
I mean, man, you're on the precipice, which we're going to touch on in the second part of games coming up next week. You're on the precipice of not making the playoffs now.
Oh, dude, absolutely. Yeah.
And you're not there to help your team.
It's a win and in now. It's an AFC North battle between the Ravens and the Steelers coming up in week 17.
Where are you at?
Week 18.
Where are you at, DK? You at home.
Yeah, dude.
Not helping your team.
You don't even get to be on the sideline. That is the thing about a suspension versus an injury or whatever. You don't get to be in the facility. You don't get to be, bye-bye. You at home, costing yourself millions of dollars. What could that guy have said to you? I mean, to throw what are you doing? What are you doing throwing an upward punch? What do you, that's obviously the first fucking
question. You are an NFL player. You don't need to be listening to what a fan says. You know the
fan's going to chirp. You know the fans are going to chirp.
Why are you listening to him? You're making millions of dollars trying to get into the playoffs, trying to win a Super Bowl, and now you've just taken yourself completely out of it for being an idiot, for letting the fan get in your head.
Because
he has rent in your dome piece now. He's got a room in there. He has room in there.
Livin. It's just composure, man. And I'm
so glad he's not on my team.
Whatever that guy said to DK, who knows if it'll ever actually come out.
He's got a lawyer and stuff now after DK brought all that other stuff up.
Yeah, because he's going to sue him for assault would be my guess.
Well, that and defamation.
Oh, that could be also it as well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of eyes on this right now. So, yeah, dumb move, dude. It's been obviously shown that on field he was easy to get to, and the fact that people off the field, that in the stands can do that, brother, I wouldn't let him back into my locker room without going to some sort of fucking therapy or something, dude. You got to go figure your shit out. You can't even let a random fucking fan shout at you some shit. Without you walked over to him. You walked over to him. Yes. You gave him every opportunity and leaned into him so that you could hear
by his pink or light blue hair, whatever color it was.
Yeah, no, I think it was a wig. I think it was just a fucking one of their Hawaiian blue wigs or whatever they call it, Aloha blue. So dumb. That's a common sense. That is a throwback to an OG segment we used to have, dude.
I'm so glad he's not on my team.
Oh man, he's not a Seahawks problem. Oh, good Lord, no. Is he a physical specimen? Yes, but
dude, he's another guy kind of like an AJ. Do you want that in your clubhouse?
I would say AJ is a far superior wide receiver.
I would too. But he's the noise. The noise it becomes a problem every time.
Every time. Well, that's the thing, right? You can withstand one noise shot, and you're like, all right, dude, fucking calm it down.
Always happens.
It seems to be a repetitive thing. Oh, God.
Terrell Owens. Look how many times these guys have worked themselves out of rooms.
Got left out of the Hall of Fame because he had locker room issues. Not because he cheated, not because he did anything stupid off the field.
Because he was one of the worst teammates.
And they kept him out of the Hall for that.
Towards the end of every single stop he was at, people were like,
get this motherfucker out of here. Yeah, it's truth. That's multiple stops. So, I mean, you got to, where there's smoke, there's fire.
So let's jump in some of the important games that have already taken place, Chuck. We'll start Thursday. Broncos basically seal up the AFC West with the win over the Chiefs, with the Chargers end up losing to the Texans. Had a good comeback.
Right.
But couldn't
look very good until they kind of needed to.
Well, when you're playing with a depleted, we'll get that game in a second. So Chargers roll, or Broncos roll. Chiefs kept it close, but the Broncos still get the dub.
Yeah, we kind of knew that was going to happen.
Vikings end up beating the Lions. The Lions have nothing. The Lions need to take a real hard look inside.
They had one of the worst season to seasons. You go 15-2 the season before. You get in that. You get beat by the Commanders in the playoffs, so you're one and done. As the 1 seed.
One big reason.
Oh, wait on.
Ben Johnson.
Yeah, that's a huge reason. Look at Chicago.
It's Nick Sirianni. Look what happens when Shane Steichen leaves. Now look at Ben. We've talked about this almost.
That's not true. Sirianni won a Super Bowl.
But the year after, until you got the next good coordinator, McKellen Moore, and you got back up, and then you kind of farted fallen again. Now, so for Ben Johnson, or not for Ben Johnson, but for Matt, coach of the Lions.
Dave Campbell.
No.
Ben Campbell. No, wait. Dan Campbell.
Jesus
Christ.
From him now, he's got to go out and make a hell of a hire.
Very educated hire. I agree.
Because he doesn't know how to call plays. It's not just looking down a sheet and picking a play here and there.
He tried a couple of different times, and the way his game flow was bad, and he just goes for it too much. You're talking from a guy who I mean, I play like it's Madden. I would call a lot of those 4th downs. I'd go for every time almost.
But yeah, he's not playing Madden. He's playing the real shit.
I know. He's out there putting his fucking life on the line.
So Vikings get the win, knock the Lions out. Lions really need to take a hard look inside that building.
God, dude. And the fucking Vikings even getting that game was dumb.
Brian Flores' defense, which shows maybe he should be a head coach. Like, he's another candidate that maybe is a Buffalo or for a Bengals head coaching candidate with Joey B. Saturday games, like we just said, Texans beat up on the Chargers. Chargers make a late comeback. Chargers couldn't do anything in the first half against that defense. Texans just kind of did what they wanted defensively.
Yeah, that's because that defense is bonkers.
And the offensive line is awful.
Yeah.
30 for, did I send you? I sent you that thing, right? He's 31st in offensive pass protection, 31st in run.
Yeah.
That's what the Chargers offensive
Then they were
line
11-4 going into that game.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. You don't see numbers like that and nuts.
Ravens, Packers. Ravens keep themselves alive. Beat up on the Packers. Packers lose again. Still going to be in the playoffs, but just will probably end up being the 7th seed now is what I'm thinking. But Ravens have put themselves in a shot, which we'll get in the next segment, for a winner-take-all.
Dude, the scheduling comes to really pay off at this point of the year.
It does. Today's games, Browns upset the Steelers again. Steelers win. Probably win out the division. Now they can't.
They would have closed it. Yeah, they would have closed it. Yeah.
Now they can't.
Yeah.
They have to go. I don't know if we'll check. We'll see if they're going to Ravens in the second segment, but you can't, as a Steelers, Aaron, I was going to give him a lot of props in today's game. Mike Tomlin's a really good coach.
Okay.
The Steelers need to move on from Mike Tomlin.
Okay.
I think it needs to just be one of those kind of breakups that just needs to happen. They're just stuck in the same spot. Mike Tomlin has no offense, and you just keep winning because your defense is good. These games are always this score. Either are you getting 13 or, it's not. When you're going to develop an offense, you haven't had an offense in like 5 years. You keep finishing these right above 500. Charlie, anything on that?
No, I can't disagree with you there. I think that it's the same way that like Pete kind of wore off in Seattle.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Like he
100%.
won a Super Bowl. There were many years where we were pretty elite, and then we got into this moment where we plateaued and it was just down. And he tried to do the same thing over and over and over again with basically the same personnel, and it just kept not getting us anywhere. And getting into the playoffs, woohoo. Losing in the first round for 7 years in a row is brutal. It's like, why even get excited to go? We won and done. We don't even see the second round. Like
Steelers S right there.
And exactly. So I think that for a team that is, Sixburg, as they like to say, they have the most amount of, they're tied with the Patriots. So you got to get back to a standard where you're at least going 2-3 rounds into the playoffs. And unfortunately, Tomlin is not going to be the guy to do that anymore.
I think Tomlin could go to the Giants. I wouldn't even want him to go there for Jackson Dart's sake, but he can go somewhere
and make a shitty team better for sure.
But right now, when has he ever made that offense good lately? They haven't been good in years.
Well, they've been in quarterback purgatory since they lost Big Ben.
They didn't draft anybody, remember, because Ben got pissed off with the Rudolph thing.
And then they tried to draft Pickett, and that didn't fucking work. But they did try to draft. That was a first round pick.
But then you don't have no offensive coordinator, you got no offensive line. The Steelers had an offensive purgatory, not just quarterback.
I agreed. No, there's a lot that needs to be worked on.
Another game, Jags end up finishing the Colts out, but Jags get another win. Still running that division right now at this point. Bucks lose to the fucking Dolphins, Chuck.
They sure do. And the Dolphins looked like they had a heartbeat, and the Bucks didn't. The Bucks are dead in the water, which is, even if they win this game against the Panthers next week, I think whichever 4 seed is going to get annihilated by the 5th seed.
I actually think that the Panthers give a better shot.
I would say currently, yes.
Did you take the Bucks this year, Will?
No, I took the Eagles.
Oh, okay.
I had a bird bowl.
That's right.
Yeah, I took the Bucks much further. I took them to the NFC Championship, and at the start of the year, it looked like it was a good pick, and it has sorely fallen off.
I don't know if it's Todd Bowles. They've lost 2 offensive coordinators back-to-back years.
No juice.
Coaching.
They have no juice. They have no. You don't watch them thinking like you at the start of the year. You're like Baker's gonna fucking get this done.
And he's just looked awful.
All that whole aura has gone away. That whole aura has dissipated this season. And Baker, you are a quality quarterback, man. You've proved it. You've had your Pro Bowl years. Like you've been a good player in this league the last couple of years, and not having your weapons has caught up to you, not getting in timing with the guys that you have had, so it's issues at running back. They've had, guys in and out of the fucking lineup, but it sucks. I mean, it doesn't suck in the sense of like, I'm glad that, the Seahawks are the ones. You need to fire Bowles though. You need to move on. You need to move on. You do.
Pats fucking put it to the Jets
42
to 10. So they stay ahead of the Bills, which I think are losing right now 10-0 to the Eagles, which isn't a surprise because the Eagles have a good run defense, and that's what you do.
They have a good defense, dude.
Seahawks end up beating up on the Panthers after it was close at halftime.
Oh, it was 3-3. Yeah, it was just one of those fucking games like that. It was just stubborn, and we. Couple of really bad calls, both by the refs, and a couple of no calls that were iffy.
Dude, I'm telling you, we talked about it last week. There's a couple of calls I actually wanted to get to. Actually, go ahead, Charlie. Go ahead. We'll get to it in a sec. Go
okay. I just 3-3. It ended up being 27-10 was the final. So we scored 24 points in the second half, and our run game looked proficient, which was good. We started leaning on it. We adjusted away. We started to try peppering Jackson Smith and Jigba right out of the gates, and it just didn't kind of work. A couple of different 3-and-outs here and there, and it sets up. Oh man, Week 18 is going to be so fucking good. It all depends on if the Niners win this game tonight or not, which is a fucking ginormous. I'm so excited to watch that game tonight.
So what I wanted to talk about was the Lions losing on Sunday night or Monday night with that play.
Oh, yeah. It was something about, the game's over. It was Amon-Ra, right?
Okay. So the first pass interference was an awful call.
Okay.
You can't have a pick play if your receiver gets hit by the defensive back into the other defensive back.
I would think not.
And that was a clear one. The Lions should have won on that play, and it gets called back, and it's on a pick. That's one of those ones where it could be like, no, that's a game-winning call that you just fucked up.
Yeah.
The next one might have been pass interference on Amon-Ra where he pushed off, but the first one definitely wasn't, and that's a really bad call. As the receiver's running, the other defensive back clearly extends arms and pushes the receiver into the other guy.
Right.
It wasn't like they did the stupid stop in front.
Right.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, right.
It was clearly a bad call, and Chuck's mention of this play calling, we've talked about it. It's not been good. I think it's been way less than it usually is on a year-to-year basis. This year, I think it's been really bad. Losing games on plays is not how this should be going.
It's so hard, I'm assuming, to be a ref in that scenario because there are times where
one call down, Charlie.
You don't call something and people are furious. How'd you miss that? You do call something and you miss it, people are fucking furious. And it's like, okay, do I throw the flag here or not? My whole thought process of what I've always tried to preach is that you call the game in the fourth period the same way you call it in the first. And if it's a foul in the first quarter, it's a foul in the fourth quarter. It doesn't matter if it's the first play of the game or the last play of the game. If that's how you're going to call it, that's how you're going to call it. But don't be making up fucking calls later in the fucking game that when PI starts coming into play, if the first half there's no PIs and then in the second half they start getting these little ticky-tack fucking fouls, I'm like, what are we doing? You've set the precedent that this stuff is allowed. If you're going to call an aggressive fucking pass interference, you obviously have to, but if you're going to throw the flag on something dainty after not doing that the whole game, that shit pisses me off.
Well, I think that's where it comes into play. Instead of going over making a call, the refs come in together. You have Guy Ruth that looks at one replay because most of the time that's all you need. No, pick up the flag. He was hit into the defender.
They can pick up the flags.
No flag.
They absolutely
right.
can.
So if you pick it up,
flag,
it takes 2 seconds for you to look up in the booth and see that the guy pushes. Nope. Pick up the flag. Game over. Like, you can't tell me, like, I know some of the stuff when it's like, oh, man, and it takes a little longer, I understand. But there's an easy refs get together. There's a guy in the booth, and he goes, nope, pick it up. Or, you guys can go with it. It's close either way.
Sure.
But there should be, especially at the end of a fucking game, where it's like playoff time. We're not like first game of the year. We're in playoff time. The Lions would have won that game, but different story. They still lost today. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's 2 seconds of, nope, he got pushed, pick it up. Or on any other play during the game, hey, get together real quick. You meet up and somebody calls it down and why are we not? We have all of these camera angles. Why are we not making the game perfect?
I understand because you're all rich. You already take enough time to go to commercials for this and for that, so you can fucking take another 45 seconds to a minute to get the call right.
It wouldn't even take 40.
But yeah, no, I know.
On most calls, it's literally.
It should be.
Nope.
Sometimes when you be looking at shit and you're like, dude, it's fucking right there. Yeah.
100%, dude.
Yeah. It's frustrating.
We're going to take a break. We're going to refill, come back with a sweet-looking porter. In my quarterback rankings, I got 2 guys in the top 10 that haven't been. Dropped a couple guys. Actually, I got 3 guys in the top 10.
I made some moves, dude.
So that's going to be hot. We're going to preview next week's games as well.
Yeah, because week 18, we're coming down to it, man. This is it. This is fucking it. See you soon.
Cheers, Charlie.
Hell yeah. Cheers.
Welcome back to Balls and Brews, everybody.
Welcome back. Money, feel better. We love you, bro. We miss you.
Classic porter. Right?
Oh, yeah. No, that's very good. Nice and deep, super malty.
Super malty.
Not rich at all, really.
No, there's not. I don't really get any of the chocolates or anything. No,
I get malt.
Yep. Yeah, me too.
I get damn near straight malt. And you can tell there's really no head on the beer. It's 8%. So this is Heather Allen Brewing out of McMinnville, Oregon. McMinnville. Sandy Paws, and it has the most adorable little chocolate lab on the front. I'm not going to lie. That's what absolutely pulled my eye to buy it. Check it out. X on Instagram. 8%, so it would technically be considered an Imperial.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. It's a straight porter.
It's a porter. Yeah. No, like there's really no fluff or added or anything. It is just a malty forward beer.
Yeah. Like it just says, Baltic style porter.
Yeah. They say canned fresh, served cold, which is interesting because a lot of fucking darker ales you want to let warm, and we just took the advice of the can.
I like it. It's tasty.
It's gonna change profile as it sits for a little bit. I like this kind of beer a lot, though. I understand why a lot of people don't, but
little update on the afternoon games, and we forgot about this, Charlie. Why in the fuck is there only 2 afternoon games? You could easily move 1 or 2 of the morning games to the afternoon. It's so stupid.
Not only that, it's because you're doing the fucking Christmas Day, 3 games on Christmas, and you're Sunday is for football. I get what the NFL, nobody said they'd seen the ratings. It was a terrible lineup this year. It was backup quarterbacks everywhere. It just was not good overall football. And they probably still beat the NBA, who put on their absolute best showing. Those games were great, and the matchups were good.
Joker watch basketball.
Joker went 56, 15, and 15. Dominant. That's one of the best triple doubles you'll ever hear. He did it on Christmas. Nobody watched.
Giants up on the Raiders right now, 20-3 for the first pick. So Fernando Mendoza. Fernando is going to be a Raider. Hopefully. Eagles up 13-0 on the Bills right now. But the AFC playoffs are set.
Outside of the 4th seed, which is the biggest game for the AFC next week, is Ravens-Steelers.
And I can't tell you if it's on Saturday or Sunday because every game says 1-3 or 1-4, which I've never seen that before.
No. Yeah, no. The whole thing TBD is pretty crazy. I didn't know that they weren't setting the schedule until after the week's up.
Because, it's not one game is set.
No, and this is ESPN. We're on the big boys.
But Ravens at Steelers. Steelers, no DK, hanging on for dear life after a loss today. Obviously, both teams are hanging on. Who knows if Lamar plays? I mean, he's really far down in my rankings because he's played hurt for the last so many games, and it's looked awful.
I moved him up and then moved him back, and then
I didn't know where to put him.
And then it was a really hard ranking for me too.
And I almost lost him at one point. I had to go through all the teams. I was like, "What quarterback am I missing?"
And
he was the quarterback.
I just had to make an adjustment because we talked about Brosman. It's not McCarthy. I had McCarthy ranked, and it's Brosman.
I know, but
it's trash at the bottom of the league. It is hot garbage.
And I put a lot of slashes next to team wise because even the first starter isn't good.
Mariota, Josh Johnson.
Right.
I just put KC dude for 32. I don't even know homeboy's name.
I forgot. The bottom of the rankings is rough. But no, we don't even.
We're gonna get into it. Stay tuned for that.
We don't even know if Lamar's playing. So
sure, he will. They will find a way to get him on the field.
And this year,
although Huntley did play pretty well. This year,
well,
Derrick Henry went fucking bonkers. But
this year, I've put more towards. Remember, like 3 years ago, he got hurt, and everybody's like, "Oh, he's week to week and didn't play the rest of the season."
Lamar?
Yeah. It was like 3 years ago. He got hurt.
He was supposed to be week to week, and it ended up being like 6 or 8 weeks.
He didn't play in the playoffs or anything. I think he's hurt like that now, and he heard so much
bullshit back then
that he tried to get through it, and it's not been good. Like, it's been bad. He can't run the ball, and he's not moving in the pocket very well. He's not throwing the ball well. He is really struggling right now, and I think it's all because you're hurt, but he's always hurt right now. He is being, like last year he wasn't, had a really good year.
Yeah.
And this year he's been hurt all year.
He didn't get the MVP, but yeah.
Right. And he's been hurt all year.
Even though he's been playing most of the games, you can easily tell that his game has been affected by injury. Yeah. When his legs are not underneath him, he's not the same dude. He's not even remote. He is a good passer, okay? But when his legs are not good, it means he can't even necessarily set for that either. And it's tough. It sucks when you know what a guy's level is and he's not playing to it.
The Jags have wrapped up the AFC North, Charlie, or South. Is that because if they beat the Titans next week or if they lose the Titans and the Texans win, they both have the same record? Do you know what the implications are there?
The tiebreak, I believe, goes to Jacksonville because Jacksonville still has a shot at the 1 seed if both Denver and New England lose next week.
So Jags get the Titans, man. They could really be looking at the 1 seed. Titans did have an okay game today. They lost to the Saints, but the Saints...
That was a back-and-forth game. That was actually a very good game between two teams.
That Tyler Shuck kid, man.
You give him a look, New Orleans. He's really...
I think he needs more than a look.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you use your first-rounder on a QB. I don't think... not with this class either.
I'd be building the rest of the roster.
I would try to. I think that you got to give him an earnest run. He passes the eye test, dude.
He looks good.
He does. And he's played a lot of football.
Another game that might have implications on that first seed. Well, it does have implications. Chargers, Broncos. Again, like Charlie said, Chargers are really rough though right now.
That sucks losing to the Texans. That was a huge loss for them because they lost the division and they lost the ability to pull out
a 1 seed.
Yeah, correct.
So they lose. If they can beat the Broncos, Jags have a chance to get the 1 seed. Otherwise, Broncos kind of going to wrap that 1 seed.
Should in theory beat the Titans. Man, that one's the much easier of the two.
Remember, I called the Jags 1 seed 2 years ago. I was a little behind.
I don't think they'll get the 1 seed. I think Denver's going to close it out. I think they're going to beat the Chargers. I do.
Are just too beat up, man.
Right.
Offensive line wise, you just can't.
No, and Benito has been playing out of his mind, dude. He's going to harass Justin Herbert.
In the NFC, before we get to that game, we will start with Panthers and Bucks. For the NFC South, man, and the Bucks are going down and the Panthers are going up. It's the way it's been kind of trending. Panthers played the Seahawks tough until the second half today. Had a really good first half.
I wouldn't say a really good first half. A competitive first half.
Yeah, a tough first half. But the Bucks haven't really been competitive against teams they should be beating.
Look like shit. He took that shoulder injury, and he's another guy who plays just through grit and determination, and I respect it, but you can tell the product on the field is not what he normally is. Once again, timing with receivers has been different because he's had a cast of characters. Running back has been all over the place. That offensive line, Wirfs, wasn't healthy for a good amount of this season. Like, even though he made the Pro Bowl, he's a beast. I get it.
He was hurt for the first 2 games, and then he came back. He was coming off that shoulder surgery, so he only missed like the first 2 or 3.
I thought it was more than that. Okay.
Maybe the first 4 because they had him on the PUP list, so he had maybe make the first 4.
You can't. Yeah. I was gonna say.
So that's another. So Panthers Bucks, winner of the South. Don't think either one's going to give the 5 seed a run. Then let's get into a best game of the weekend. Probably has to go to the Seahawks and Niners. depending on what the Niners do tonight against the Bears.
Man.
If the Niners lose to the Bears tonight, then this game isn't as big. The Niners win tonight, this game is for the monies.
Everything. For all, it's like the same matchup that happened between the Vikings and the Lions last year.
Correct.
Yeah. Which was also quarterbacked by Sam Darnold on the road.
People can say what he's got a lot of turnovers, but dude, he's still had the most 2 winning. He's the best record in the last 2 years or some shit.
In the regular season, yes. Yeah. After changing teams, too. Spending 1 year with each team. He did it in 1 year in Minnesota. He got 14 wins, and now he's on the cusp of being able to lock in his 14th win as a Seahawk as well. Now, the difference will be the team in the sense of he played the Lions and then the Rams. It was actually in the playoffs that knocked him out. They hit him 9 times. You can't win games like that. We'll see. Keep him upright, and it's actually been an issue as well. Batted balls, a lot of batted balls.
Yeah,
we had several.
Well, today he got hit from behind on that fumble, which he's getting ready to throw it.
So close. It looked like his finger was still on it. Like I was arguing the other way, obviously.
You idiots.
The Raiders score.
Yes, now it's 20-10.
You idiots. Gino, you dum-dum.
It probably was. Oh, it was him.
But no, okay, let me put this on wax. Jay, as much as I love and respect you and appreciate your Chicago Bear fandom, I want Seattle at San Francisco to be for all the marbles. I want it. I want all the juice, all the smoke, all the ability to go into their house and take that 1 seed. That's what I want so bad. So it depends on what happens tonight.
Because we're going to need to win that gameplay so we can get the schedule for our pod set.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll be busy.
I just need to lose out.
Yeah. So then you end with the Chefs, though, right?
Yes,
two busted up teams. You could beat the Chefs.
I'm on the precipice of it. At some point, do I kick the Raiders in the nuts and just move on and just wear no NFL stuff? I just root for players in the NFL. Because it's getting to the point where it's rough. This year was no good.
No, I know, I understand that. But then you can't dance for Fernando.
I know. I got my Fernando dance going.
Okay, man. So then, look, you got to stick it through at least this offseason to see what the fuck happens there.
You better fire the coaching staff.
I don't see how you can't. If the Davis family doesn't make a move here, then it's just abuse. That's just hiring your buddies at that point.
I can't wait till we kind of look at some of these teams in the offseason and see what we need to do, because I'm looking at the Giants right now, and I know we're sidebarring a little bit. I don't know why we're sidebarring the Giants. You have the running back with Cam Scatterwood come back. Jackson Dart looks good. You have a running back. You need to get him to sidebar. But your receiver core with Wan'Dale Robinson, who's been playing really well.
Malik Neighbors will be coming back.
Malik Neighbors coming back.
Darius Slayton is a good 3.
Yes.
He's a good 3 if you can get those other 2 guys healthy.
Right. So you have you're on the precipice of a team being holy shit, maybe with some defensive players.
Okay, so I heard I was driving home the other day, and I was listening to Colin Cowherd, and he had this really great take about the idea of if you end 2nd overall, right? Or this is when the prospect was it could still be 1st overall. Take Mendoza, trade Dart, get assets in the draft, and you can get the number 1 QB prospect this year and draft assets.
I heard that, but I don't know if I like Jackson. I think Jackson's got the juice.
He does. I think we've seen as long as you can get him off the fucking sideline.
We just got to get him start sliding, Charlie. We just got to get him start sliding. I think he's
take him to a baseball camp. He does. He's got too much juice. It's same with Scatteraboo, bro. I love watching tough runners, but he catches up. Chris Carson, man, one of my favorite fucking Seahawk runners of the recent memory. Had to have neck fusion surgery because of the way he ran. It only lasts so long. Unless you're built like fucking Derrick Henry, who just, seems to be ageless right now.
Yeah. There's some teams that you're looking at, and the Giants are closer than the Raiders are, I would say, team-wise.
Agreed.
Let's jump into our quarterbacks. Charlie, T-Mun's not here like we always do. We start at the bottom.
We sure do.
This was kind of before today's game, so there's a couple things I would move, but not going to. Maybe towards the bottom. I don't know. I got some weird stuff at top.
Okay.
The Jets and Cook, I have at 32.
I have KC dude at 32.
I had him at the next.
I had Brady
31.
Cook at 31. So we just flip-flopped the
Yeah.
two. That's the bottom of the barrel.
I put Ewers at 30 just because he only played the one game, and he looked good in the first half and looked bad in the second half.
I put Brosmer right there, 30.
See, I went to JJ and have him up a little bit farther. But then at 29, I have Smith. Like, Geno's still throwing picks and looking like shit.
I have Geno at 29 as well.
I have 28. I got Josh Johnson / Commanders. Mariota might have been a little bit higher, but
we're in step, as it were, because I have Quinn Ewers right at 28.
And then 27, this is where I put JJ in the Vikings.
Okay.
Because I think he has been, when he's been in, again, he hasn't played
I know.
well.
I had to make an edit. 27, I have Josh Johnson and Marcus Mariota, the Commanders quarterback.
Yeah, so we're not very far away there. I have Shador here at 26. He probably could be a little bit higher.
Me
I
too.
think he gives them way more juice
I have
than
Shador
Dylan
at 26
Gabriel
as well.
I think he gives
for
them,
sure.
And I think that you just look how bad the receiving core is. You have Harold Finn Jr. and Quinton got hurt. Quinshawn got hurt. Judkins.
Yeah.
So you just have nothing really. You have no juice on offense.
No. And they pulled out a game today.
I think they take the number one wide receiver, Charlie, in the draft.
That's a smart move. I think so too. And they have equity everywhere in this draft. They have positioned themselves to, if they do not fuck this up, they could make a good roster in the next couple of years.
Defensively, you should be set.
I agree.
Maybe need another cornerback, but you have your linebacker, you have your defensive tackle, you have Myles Garrett, your cornerbacks. Ward's still playing out.
You maybe pick up a safety or something.
Yes, yeah. Offensively, you need to be making moves. Okay. I have 25. I have Rivers. He's still smart as all get out, but the arm just.
I understand. And at 25, I have Brisket, Jacoby Brissett.
I have him a little bit higher. I got weird. Cam Ward, I have 24. You see ups and downs with him, but he's starting to get some positives.
I have Kirk Cousins at 24.
I have Kirk Cousins at 23.
I have Phillip Rivers at 23. So once again, just a Rolodex of those guys are all kind of right there in that like mid 20s. Like, totally get it.
So this is where I have Brisket right here at 22.
Cam Ward. I gave him a little bit higher of a rating because I think that he's not the problem in Tennessee. You see him, he can read a defense pretty well. He can step up in the pocket. He can scramble. He's started getting rid of the ball quicker. He's realized his mistake of holding on to the ball, and that's a huge thing that you got to get out of a young quarterback. So I gave him a pretty big boost he started off as 31, I believe, in QB rankings 1 for me. So that's a big jump.
I have Jackson Dart at 21. I think he's got the juice. I just need him to play a little bit more. You got to start sliding, brother.
Are you ready for this? I got Baker Mayfield at 21, dude.
I got him a little bit higher.
I dropped him, dude. He doesn't have the juice right now. I've not seen the forward momentum that I want to out of that dude.
I have 20. I have Tyler Shuck. I think he's the real deal in Saints.
Me too.
And I think he's the real deal down there in Saints. I think you need other stuff.
He's built like a quarterback. He plays like a quarterback. He's heady. He's
depending on what the Browns do, you could get the number one receiver. You could use like
Olave's actually offensive line.
Well, they've Banks last year,
right? And
the other guys, so they've taken the positions. Now you're starting to develop.
Okay,
running back. I don't think you take Love as the Saints, even though Kamara's out.
Well, yeah, but then you still have Kenyon Mitchell, who is pretty good. No, I'm sorry, he's in the Ravens. I'm thinking of who's the other guy that they had a second, didn't they? Anyway.
So I have So I have Shuck at 20.
Okay. I have Dart at 19.
I have Bryce Young at 19.
Okay. I have Aaron at 18.
I got Lamar at 18 because of the fact that
that's a drop. Okay.
I had him at 9. I think I had him at 9 or 10 last time.
And he just much higher.
And you almost shouldn't even be playing. Then this is where Huntley should. And probably that's why I did it, is because I was waiting to write Huntley in. But he shouldn't be playing right now. Like, he's not healthy, and it looks real bad. So I have him at 19. I have him at 18. 18, sorry.
J Love at 17 for me.
I got Baker Mayfield at 17 for all the reasons you said.
And I wanted to, but J Love was higher on this chart for me earlier in the year, and I haven't moved him. He has fallen.
I haven't moved him because I see the same thing every week. Is it him or is it Matt LaFleur?
Okay.
I can't decipher it.
I have Bryce Young at 16.
I have Aaron Rodgers at 16. I think that he's the only thing that's kept the Steelers afloat.
Even remotely afloat.
Yeah, I know he's on the list behind my head.
Sure.
But he's the only thing that's kept him afloat. What he's done this year, He's the only reason the Steelers are probably in the playoffs.
All right. I have my boy, Sammy D.
I got Sammy D way higher.
I wanted to put him higher. He's been winning, but he's not been the reason.
I got C.J. Stroud at 15. I finally have C.J. moving up my board. He's finally looks composed.
Way higher. Okay.
He finally looks composed. He hasn't been. He just hasn't been composed all year, and he kind of got lost in the mix of where I have people too.
Sure. 14.
I got Jordan Love at 14, and he's been up and down from 14, 11 all year. He hasn't never got past 11,
and he's never below 14.
And it's just because I see it. I see plays where it's like, dude, and you see Hassler looks good, and then it's just like, what happened? And is that the receivers? Is that Matt LaFleur? The Packers offense is just so hard to like evaluate to me.
Sure. 14, Jared Goff.
I have him at 13.
This kid, he's a full-grown man. He's been in the league for a while. He can throw the ball, and just sometimes, though, he just stubs his toes. He makes these mistakes, or he makes the wrong read every now and again. But
I think he's
good quarterback, but
I think he's massively dependent on having an excellent play caller.
Sure.
I would put that with the next person I'm going to say. I would say CJ and Baker are also in that list of you needing the right play caller. Yep. I think Jordan is in and out of that. Jordan Love's in and out of that set. I see sometimes where I'm like, dude, he can play like elitely, and other times I'm like, he's just like these other dudes. And the other guy at 12 I am talking about is Jalen Hurts. I think he has
13.
Jared Goff. I'd said Jared Goff.
I'm sorry. So I was 14, Jared Goff. 13 is Purdy for me.
I have just 3 higher. I have Jalen at 12. I don't know.
I have Bobo at 12, Mr. Nix at 12. The Broncos have been good, and he's shown flashes of elitism, as you were, but he can just disappear for halves at a time. He can be dog shit for a quarter or two, and it's just very weird. That defense has kept them, aggressively competitive. So Bo Nix at 12.
11, I got Joey B here. Still need you. I have him right in the same spot. I have Joey
way higher.
I just still need him to play more. It's only the third game, and last game he looked like shit.
Oh, he did. He got put on his butt a lot.
So he only played 3. So this is only his third game he's played, and he's played 2 out of.
Right, yeah, because we weren't. It would have been 1-1 because we wouldn't consider this morning.
Right.
Jalen Hurts at 11 for me.
I
like Jalen Hurts. I think that he is right outside. He hasn't had the best year this year. Which is funny considering who I put in front of him.
But I think that's on him.
A little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a good amount. Number 10.
I got Brock Purdy at 10. He's starting to form into what he's right about in that area of where I think he is anyways. He's been doing what he should be doing as the moneymaker.
Okay, yeah, it's true. If you have to. He had an elite game last week. Lamar, I put down at 10. And it was tough for me, dude. I could have even put him further back. I had him further up and then put him back and was like, even still, a 10.
Number 9, I got Trevor Lawrence. I think he's starting to fold in. At the beginning of the year, you're getting used to your 4th straight different offense coordinator or something crazy like that. Now he's starting to fall into pace. He had 5 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, 6 touchdowns, and he's using his legs. Yeah. He's a dude.
He got 2 on the ground today.
He's a dude like Herbert that needs to use his legs more. They're both really athletic dudes.
Herbert got that stride. Herbert got that stride.
Well, he's 6'5",
he's long as fuck.
Isn't Trevor like 6'5",
6'4", I believe 6'4".
So when both those guys get out and run, they can do it.
They're moving for sure.
So I think Trevor's played really well at number 9, and I'm glad to see him back up here.
I have CJ all the way up here because I like his game when he is on. He reads well. He can shuffle. He can move the pocket well. And now that he's composed and playing healthy and within that system and that defense has been good, I got CJ at 9.
So my next 3 people haven't had him in the top 10 all year, and
neither with me.
And I've had and I haven't had Trevor either. But these next 3, the reason they're here is because they're on winning teams and they get the job done to win games at the end of the game. And first I'll start off number 8 with Sam Darnold. He's one of the most turnovers in the league, but he's still here, and it's
one of the reasons why I kept him down.
And it seems I've
watched every snap he's taken.
It seems like the whole entire team's behind him, and I think leader-wise,
we are. Cheers to that.
Leader-wise, he's right there, and he's been winning on 2 different teams 2 years in a row. With not like the Vikings made a ton of different things on offense for them to be like this
hot garbage. Yeah.
So I got Sam at 8.
I got T-Law at 8 because the juice is there, man. We've seen what we always thought that prospect could be. We expected this much earlier in his career.
Correct.
But we are now seeing the prophecy that was supposed to be Trevor Lawrence, right?
Because we would always say, and I said it, I think 2 quarterback rankings ago, there are throws he makes where he's up in the top 5. Like
sure.
where the ball is, the arm strength, everything.
And
but then there's throws he's been in the 20s.
Not only just throws, it's his pocket presence sometimes where you're like, what are you even doing in there? You're shifting the line the wrong way. You're doing backdoor exits when you don't need to. Like, no, but he has put it together, especially in the last month.
Number 7, I got Bo Nix at 7. Because he's been winning the fourth quarter, there's not much. And then, he does have rough staff. But, man, his fourth quarter is one of the best fourth quarters that if any of these guys were talking about, their comebacks, their wins.
That's true.
And he does not get sacked. I don't think they have a great offensive staff or a great offensive core of players. I think they could use a little bit in every spot. But their defense has kept them alive. But I got Bo here at 7 because he wins games in the fourth quarter.
Okay. Mr. Caleb Williams at 7, dude. What a fucking nasty throw that was, dude, to get to DJ Moore. He is playing, and it's exciting to see him do this. It's good for the NFL. We'll see what he's got against Purdy. That's a top 10 matchup right there in QBs for Sunday nighter. Number 6.
I have Caleb at 6.
Okay.
I think that the talent, you're seeing it at the end of the game. He's been doing it. He's finally starting to come up. Like I said, I moved him, Bo, and Sam up because it's playoff time and they're in the playoffs.
Okay.
I don't know if when we do our end of the year rankings and we're putting it all together, I think Caleb, Bo, and Sam are all maybe just tad outside the 10, obviously, because Lamar and Joe come up and Patrick isn't in here either, so that also helps. You have the 3 of the best ones.
Yeah, you get some free spots. You do.
So
you do.
That's what's kind of helped here.
Yeah.
But what's your 6? And we got our 5 coming.
Dak is actually at my 6 burger.
I got Dak at 5, so right there, dude.
Yeah, see, the flip-flop, this is where my boy, I call him my boy, Joey B, Joe Smooth is still, he passes the eye test too much for me. So I have him all the way at 5, but
yeah,
I couldn't put him,
I'm not going to argue it. I
understand this current. It's probably biased. It probably leans more on like ceiling versus what his floor has been.
Yeah. Number 4, I got Justin Herbert. I had a tough time between him and Drake May, which I have Drake at 3.
I flip-flopped him.
I was thinking like
I put May at 4 and Herbert at 3.
And Justin's been playing out of his mind. Drake's been playing out of his mind. And I don't
busted up fucking line, like
busted up line, busted up hand.
Yeah, I mean those, which is why, and his and May today was lights out. He was so fucking good. So then 2 and 1 is.
I have Matt at 2 and I got Josh at 1.
I flipped them too. I went Allen at 2 and Matt at 1.
I just don't like when I start looking at it and start thinking about it. When you take Josh off the Bills, who else?
Trash. That team is bad.
What other quarterback goes on to the Bills and does what he
puts
does?
them up 11 games? I don't know if there's anybody else who would
Stafford
do so.
Can't go play for the Bills and do that.
No, Herbert might be able to.
Herbert, maybe. Drake. I don't think Drake's.
Maybe.
I don't think
that's
Drake's,
a maybe.
I think he needs a couple more years.
I think those are the only other ones that would be maybes.
Well,
I think the rest of everybody else is a no.
I think Patrick's the only other one, maybe. But Ben Patrick's got to use his legs more, and then he gets hurt. So I don't know. And that's what we're seeing. I want the Bills to win. Like I get nervous, kind of like probably like some people get nervous watching their teams play just because of Josh and like
eventually you'll get that way.
My fandom, but I almost want them to lose this year because I need them to get rid of Sean McDermott. If think about it, if Josh Allen takes the Bills to the Super Bowl, Sean McDermott doesn't lose his job
for sure not.
So then what are you making any improvements on? It's not good.
It's the Tomlin argument where it's just like, okay, are you okay with this level of acceptance? Especially when like you have a generational talent in Josh Allen who's putting butts in seats and is making the Bills relevant week in and week out. Like you have to capitalize on that. You got to get somebody in there who can coach him to the capacity that he's capable of.
And also
build a better roster.
A better roster and having a better...
is that the GM? Didn't they fire their GM?
No, he's still there.
He's still fucking there?
I think you definitely need an offensive head coach. I don't know like Joe Brady's play calling all the time. And then you have a lot of holes to fill. You have a defense that's really beat up all the time. And like we said, man, can you imagine if they could take a really good running receiver at the first round? Well, they could use a really good defensive line.
Swing and miss on Keon Coleman, apparently. I don't know what's going down in that locker room and on the practice field, but nothing good.
Did he play?
I don't think so. Today? I don't think so. I didn't see him out there.
So a healthy scratch again today?
Like 4 games or something. I don't know what's going on there, dude. That one will probably come out in the offseason. They'll probably keep that under wraps until later. But
so right now, little update: 13-0 still with the Bills. Eagles have the ball. Giants 27-10. Come on.
So funny. I
need you to reset.
Dude,
it has to be a massive reset.
I know. At this point, you need to. At this point, you absolutely.
You got to reset your coaching staff. You got to reset your rooms. You have stuff
you need
that's
to flush
in place,
everything down the
but
toilet.
you have to reset everything.
I agree.
You bring in you have to. This has to be the one. You can't fuck this up. You have to get a good coach, and you have to get the quarterback right.
Yeah.
Whether it is Dante or whether it's Fernando, if Dante does come out, then you evaluate him and you go hard. I like Fernando more. There's people I've seen that like Dante more, but you need to evaluate them both and do a home run evaluation on this shit. This has to be the year we said it. And I've already done one rant. I'm not going to do it today. I will do it in a couple of weeks when we have our end of the season.
We can't have Jamarcus Russell 2.0. You got to get the prospect right.
You got to get the coach right too.
Oh yeah, no, that's
whether
a big deal.
I give Chuck shit a lot, but if Kubiak's not going to come to the Raiders if you don't have the number 1 pick, Cliff Kingsbury is not coming to the Raiders if you don't have the number 1 pick because you have nothing else to offer. If you have the number 1 pick, you have, man, I can take my guy.
Yeah.
My guy.
Irrefutably. Yeah, because the GM is going to say, we're putting you in, like, who do you want?
My quarterback, whether it's Fernando or Dante, whatever, who comes out, and then you have your guy to run with. You are now set.
Hopefully. It's got to click. It's got to hit.
But you are now in the specific.
But that's the dice roll that you have to take. That you have to go right.
It has to. Yeah. So really, really stellar with the quarterback stuff this year. It's been fun. Quarterback rankings. I will give a complete ruling next week after Trev's top 10 or before Trev's top 10 on our overall.
QBs rule the world.
On our overall percentage, we were at 68%. I thought last time, and we have been better. We've been right in that 4 to 5 losses every week range, but we've been really pretty good.
16 games, dude. Losing 4 to 5 is not the worst.
Yeah.
11-5. Dude, Danny, what are we about to do?
Chuck, the pod picked up because we're not betting anymore. So the pod picked up another box of Panini Contenders.
Dude, I'm so
2024.
You guys, I'm so juiced about this whole side evolution. That's
we
going
will
on
be looking at posting in the next couple weeks.
Yes,
we're starting to get the count is basically
we're gonna link our fucking eBay account to our shit online. All right, for fucking X and Instagram, and also we're gonna be uploading. If you guys have been following us, we appreciate you coming all the way to 122. So here's the box. It is Panini Contenders Football 2024. And I went and shopped around a little bit just to make sure that, like, they had other packs, some baseball ones and, like, some WNBA ones. But we're all ready?
Yeah, we're ready. First card.
That's the bottom card.
The bottom card, but it is a round 1 Panini Contender. Roma Dunze and Michael Penix mix card. It is a
snap.
Legit card.
Is it numbered?
No, it's a really nice card. I'll give you a second. Take a look at it, Chuck. Here you go. Take a look at that one. That one probably needs to go in a hard case. That's a pretty nice card.
Yeah, dude. If they both pop, for sure.
All right, Jamar Chase season ticket card. These are nice looking cards, dude.
Love that. I mean, that won't be worth anything, but Jamar Chase is a good player.
These are nice looking cards, Charlie.
Yes, excellent. I love that.
Tyreek Hill.
Okay, wow.
Kyler Murray card. Zaire Franklin, linebacker for the...
Good, yeah, sure. No, these are all decent players, but...
George Kittle.
Oh, there you go, money.
And Chris Olave.
Okay.
And a Dalton Connect. So, best card out of this pack
Dalton Kincaid?
Dalton Kincaid, yes.
Best is definitely... That's why we can't do that. It's normally the back card that is the best card, right?
Usually they side it in the middle so that you can see it.
Okay, did you put...
Let me see that round. Let me see that card over there, Charlie, that round 1 card.
This is pretty great.
It's a nice looking card. That's easily a nice rookie card, and it's pretty cool. We need to start taking pictures.
Yeah, this is the thick boy, dude. I'm saving that one.
Okay, go for it, Charlie.
All right. To you. Nope. Hold on.
Michael Penix, Roma Dunes.
I should have probably done this while he was pulling.
Yeah, Charlie, you got to get a little prepared action, brother. Oh, round one on the backside, too. Is it another mix?
Let's see, we're gonna. No. Okay, all right. We have a George Karlaftis.
Nice.
A Maker Bayfield. An Aiden Hutchinson, dope. I like that. I don't think it's a rookie card, though, because he was
No, 2024, no rookie.
Brees Hall. That one's pretty sweet. These are nice cards. DJ Moore. Puka.
Oh, Puka.
Just a regular card, though. And then the round 7. We have a round 7. Brendan Rice and Jaheim Bell.
Okay.
And then a round 5, Spencer Rattler, Audric Estime.
All right.
So
a couple of nice rookies in that one. We'll get those ones sleeved up.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So I'm looking for. So we've had pretty basic ones. I want to see some fucking juice in these next couple.
Gardner Minshew.
Okay. Yes,
with the Raiders.
Slinger.
Rashid White.
Okay.
Christian Watson.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers with the Jets. Joey B. Nice card, obviously, but too bad it wasn't some type of insert. Tua. And then we'll finish with a James Conner. And then the last card is a pretty cool Jaden Daniels rookie card.
Yo!
Really nice rookie Stallions card.
Okay, dope.
Bikini Contenders. It's
that's the best pull so far, without a shadow of a doubt.
That is a nice looking card right there.
Jaden Daniels rookie we've pulled a Caleb rookie and a Jalen rookie. Jaden, sorry.
Jaden.
Let me see it. Let me see this bad boy.
And we pulled the Penix. And we pulled the Penix earlier. Yeah, we pulled the Penix Rome. That's the round 1 Penix Rome.
Washington really nice. Stallions, rookie Stallions. This thing's pretty fucking sweet, man. Number 3. It's not numbered or anything, but still. Okay, so we went back and forth on what pack we thought might have had the thick boy, and I called this pack. So we'll see if we got anything juicy in here. I love that fucking Jaden Daniels is great.
All right, so Charlie thinks that's a thick one, so I'll do mine first because that's the thick one.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, Jonathan Taylor. Michael Parsons, but he's a Cowboy jersey in this one. That's always funny when you see the trades. Kendrick Bourne. Ooh, J.A. Big J.A.
No,
what up, thug?
It's your boy.
Oh, 2 of them back-to-back, my guy.
Back-to-back. Oh, Brock?
Max Crosby.
Oh, Crosby. Gotcha. I thought, okay.
This is the pack that I said was thick.
Okay.
Mike Evans.
Okay. That's a pretty, oh, no, it's a regular card. Okay. Oh.
Patrick Surtain.
Okay.
Gold.
Oh.
Patrick Surtain gold. Let me get a sleeve on it, Charlie, and I'll pass it to you.
Okay. And then a master class. I don't know what that one's dope. Whoever.
Check this out. Gold. We'll get that in a hard sleeve. That's a Patrick Surtain right there, and that's a gold one. Then I got a Panini Draft Contenders.
Game ticket.
Brett Favre and Aeneas Williams.
Okay. Unfortunate, but this is a cool little card.
Yeah.
Gold game ticket, baby.
Yeah, a little gold action with Patrick Surtain. Just got Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, he sure did.
No numbered on it? Ah, man. That is a gold card, though. See, because everything else is like regular silver.
You're right. No, absolutely. And it says season ticket. That says gold ticket.
Yeah, game ticket.
Game ticket. Nice. All right, so we got a little Josh Jacob action.
With the Packers?
Yeah. Garrett Wilson, who's a great player. We're just a couple of years off on that one. Trey Hendrickson. Kyron Williams.
Having a good year.
Yeah, but boo. Trey McBride. Ayo. Is he third-year player? Is he third-year player?
Yeah, he's
Damn.
up there now, 4 years now.
Oh, dude, of course. It's a fucking Audric Estime. This is your memorabilia. This is the thick boy. Audric Estime jersey card. It is rookie. I don't see it numbered, though. I don't see it numbered. And then, oh, dude, a BTJ, a draft class BTJ. That's sweet. Okay, this could be worth something. Well, not right now. He kind of had a down year, but boom. So I was right. I was right on the thick boy.
You were right, Charlie. Brian Thomas, round 1, draft class, rookie card. That's not a bad one.
That one could pan out. Yeah.
Here's that Audrey Exton rookie. That's a nice card, though, bud.
Yeah, it is. It's just he hasn't been
Yeah.
nothing so much yet, you know. No,
Brian
this is a cool card. Once again, we haven't pulled any numbers though. We haven't pulled any numbers live yet. He pulled a numbered James Harden not long ago.
Alrighty, everybody, take us a look. We're gonna start getting our eBay taken care of.
Absolutely. What we'll end up doing is we'll post some hot fire just on X and Instagram, and then we'll link you to eBay when we get all that set up. But for now, we'll just show you what we've been pulling because I know back here it's kind of hard to see the cards, so we get obviously very excited about it.
Yeah. So our top 4 cards, obviously Patrick Surtain, the gold Game Pass card, defensive rookie or defensive player of the year last year.
Yeah.
Round 1, a mixed rookie of the Michael Penix Rome Odunze.
That could pan out. That could be a good one.
That could be
a good one.
We need more Penix on that side than the Rome.
Right, sure.
Rookie Stallions, a really sweet.
That's probably our best pull overall,
really sweet
just because of who it
Jaden
is.
rookie card.
Yeah.
The Brian Thomas draft class contender card's a nice card.
That could work out.
And then our Audric Eston is our jersey card, our one memorabilia card in the stack. So we got, and there's a couple other rookies. Chuck had some rookies over there too. He had another Audric Eston card over there.
Yeah, I have a round 7 and a round 5. Spencer Rattler, baby.
Yeah. Just rooks. You never know. But check us out at X and Instagram. We'll probably
Buzzsprout, Spotify, YouTube for all the audio and visuals as well.
Lots of games that need to be watched on Wednesday, Thursday, college football.
Oh my God, yeah.
And then Saturday, Sunday, pro football. Sunday's going to be probably all football pod.
Week 18, baby,
see where we go.
is coming up next. So be aware of that. We'll see you for 123 soon.